Well, good morning. Here it is. It's Thursday morning, which means we're now on the downhill slide, toward the weekend. And of course, today is February the 20th, and I really hope you had a great Wednesday. Hope you had a great hump day. Hopefully, you were able to get over the hump in the middle of this week, and hopefully get some things kind of done, working towards it now. And even if you came up a little short, God has truly blessed us with the breath to breathe, here on this Thursday morning. And I certainly hope and pray that this morning finds you feeling well. Hope it finds you, well rested and, ready to tackle the opportunities that God has blessed us with here on this Thursday. This morning, I'd like to share a devotional with you entitled Taming the Tongue. In James chapter 3, verses 7 through 9, it says this: People can tame all kinds of animals, birds, reptiles, and fish, but no one can tame the tongue. It is restless and evil, full of deadly poison. Sometimes it praises our Lord and Father, and sometimes it curses those who have been made in the image of God. If you've ever ridden a horse, you know the awesome and occasionally uneasy feeling of having its power and strength in your hands. The reins that you hold and the bit in the horse's mouth allow you to control the movement of this incredible animal. Excuse me. Experienced riders, can control a whole team of horses that way. Years ago at a rodeo, I saw a man riding a buffalo. He was able to control it with a bit in the animal's mouth as well. Human beings have managed to tame many different creatures. Lions and tigers and bears, killer whales and crocodiles and cockatoos. Name an animal, any animal. I mean, chances are good that someone somewhere, has tamed one and probably taught it to do, a goofy trick. The one thing, in this world that we haven't been able to tame, as James, points out in the passage that we read to begin with, is the tongue. And that failure rocks us to the core. Because you see, what we say reveals who we are. Socrates once said to a young student, "Speak so that I may see you." The idea of being seen by our words, applies even more so to us as believers. The tongue is a barometer of Christian maturity. If your life is really transformed by Jesus Christ, your words will be transformed as well. Your faith will impact you in what you say and what you don't say. Jesus said the following in Luke chapter 6, verse 45. He said, "A good person produces good things from the treasury of a good heart, and an evil person produces evil things from the treasury of an evil heart." What you say flows from what is in your heart. As Christians, we may take pride, in the fact that we don't do certain sinful, things anymore. And that's certainly a sign of spiritual maturity. But if we don't also rein in our words, there's no gain. We would never think of having, someone, we don't like assassinated, but we would assassinate their character over Sunday lunch. We would never think of pulling out a knife, and stabbing someone, but we would think of nothing of plunging a blade of slander into someone's back. People who tame wild animals, command respect. Crowds breathlessly, cheer lion tamers, at the circus. People who tame their tongue, command the respect of others too. Others will notice when you refuse to join a gossip session, or when you talk about, people's good qualities behind their back instead of slandering them, or when you offer sincere words of praise or encouragement, because they'll see that it's coming from your heart a heart that's been transformed by Christ. The people closest to you, your spouse, your family members, your friends will be the first to notice, especially if you've never given much thought to taming your tongue in the past. It may take a while to convince them that you're serious, but in time they will respond to your transformation. Taming your tongue it's a big battle. If you fight it valiantly, you open the door to other victories. James chapter 3 verse 2, it says, "Indeed, we all make many mistakes, for if we could control our tongues, we would be perfect and could also control ourselves in every other way." That is the key for us, is to be able to tame our tongues, and we can't do it without God's help. I will leave you with this question to reflect on today. Based on your words in the past week or so, what's in your heart? Well, I hope this has been encouraging this morning. I hope it helps you. And but anyway, remember, Angie and I, we love you guys, and we're praying for you. And Lord willing, I'll see you tomorrow morning. God bless you.